Hello and welcome back to Fenton Gaming Plays Neverwinter Nights. I'm your host Fenton. In today's Neverwinter Nights build video, we're doing the Pale Vile Wild Guardian build. That is a combination of Sorcerer, Blackguard, and Pale Master. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Neverwinter Night build videos just like this. And do not forget to hit that notification bell so we update and more. Now, please note this is very important. This is an evil build, so if you hadn't got a chance to play evil, well, this is a good build to actually start with. So before I do convince you, I'm going to give you a quote, and then I'll go ahead and go over the stats. Now, you see this quote here? Yeah, that's what this build I'm just a little bit basing on. Is a little bit Emperor Palpatine. He was a great fighter, also great with the magic, or I should say the dark side of the Force, but still, y'all get the point. So I'm going to go over the gender. You can pick any you want. As I said before, it's a mix of might and magic, which is really good for this build once it gets into full steam ahead. Now, here's the thing. The race, humans are good. That's what I'm focusing on. Don't like human, elf's a good choice. Dwarf is a good choice for more melee. However, that charisma, yeah, -2 will hurt you. Halfling gnome's alright, but the -2 strength, yeah, not good. Half elf, it's good, no penalties. However, you get some bonuses from the elf. Half orc, see dwarf. Other than that, I'm picking a human. Now, portraits, kudos to you if using custom ones. So, as for class, there's 3 of them. We're going to be doing 12 levels of Sorcerer. Yeah, obviously, we're going to stick there since the other 2 are prestige classes. Once we get to the 12th level, we're going to go for Blackguard. So, you do need hide in 5 ranks, which you're going to get, and cleave feats. So, in other words, you're going to need is power attack and cleave. After that will be the Pale Master. You need to be neutral. You can't be good, so we're evil, so we're fine. And you just need spellcasting level 3 or higher. Yeah, we're going to do that class last out of the 3. So it'll be 12 levels Sorcerer, 4 levels Blackguard, 10 levels Pale Master due to the fact that level 10 is the best of the Pale Master, and then the rest of it's Sorcerer. That's the leveling scheme of it. So we're going to go ahead and start with our Sorcerer. Alignment, you got 3 choices. Lawful Evil, Neutral Evil, or Chaotic Evil. I went full 9, chaotic evil all the way, and we'll get to the next part is the attributes. Now, next up is your attributes abilities. We're going to put strength at 14. Now, dexterity I'm keeping at 14 too. Constitution 12. Wisdom, at the time I said 10, but then I changed my mind. 8's good for wisdom. Intelligence I believe was 14. And charisma I did at 15. So this is a good setup. So I'm going to go ahead and get the other one set up right now. There you go. And that's it. That's 14 strength, dexterity, intelligence, 12 constitution, 8 wisdom, and charisma 15. We're leveling up charisma, so that'll be very easy when you get to 4, 8, 12, and etc. So remember that when you actually level up with this build, since charisma is the main stat for this build. Makes everything go around, especially evil. Now, as for configuring packages, I'm going to give everybody some sound advice. We're going to go ahead and do concentration. We're going to max that out. Heal, definitely max that out. Hide, we're going to put 2 points into. We're working on that right away to get to that 5. And spellcraft, that's going to be very important because automatic still spell feat. When we get those, yeah, you're going to need a high amount of those. So we'll go ahead and do it. Now, persuasion, that is purely optional. You don't like it, I'll probably say put points in discipline. Try and go ahead and max out much of that as possible. So we're done with that. Now we're going to go ahead and pick 2 feats for this build. We're doing extend spell, obviously this way it'll extend your buffs. We're going to be doing some buffing for this build. Also there'll be some offensive spells too. And the other one is we're going to do it right away, just get that out of the way. Which is, I believe, where is it at? It should be, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. I was about to do toughness, but I'm going to do still spell. We'll get that out of the way. So this way, you have to do is just when you get some higher spells, levels, etc., you get to put that in and you can cast armor with that while you're wearing armor. So that's good. So when we get to the Blackguard levels, we'll do fine. Now, when I did start it out, I first did for the Canops, or level 0 spells, was actually Ray of Frost. That's a good spell to do. And then the other one was Daze. And then after that, I definitely picked was Light and Resistance. Great news is you get all the Canops, every single one. So these are like your last stand spells in case you run out of the rest. At this point, Yeah, I mean, so I'll just say, yeah, you just messed up. Now, first of all, when you get to the first 12 sorcerer levels, you want summoning spells. Once you're done with the sorcerer levels, then what do you call it? You can start using the other two classes pets. So I did was a summon creature and magic missile. Those are good starter ones, really nice. Now for familiars, I did was hellhound and imps. I went the evil route. There's other good ones too, like the I one. However, I'm just gonna go ahead for RP reasons. This hellhound, since we're evil, we're blackguards. So yeah, might as well go full 9. So this build here is a bit advanced, a lot harder than your normal ones when you get to the midpoint. I should say midpoint of the non-epics. And then once you get the 4 levels of Blackguard and start building up the Pellmaster, things will get much, much easier on the melee end. You already have decent magics 1 through 12 already from the Sorcerer. Once you're done with the Pellmaster, things really starts to get good. And once you get the automatic still feats, you'll really own it. Other than that, this is an evil build. If you want to try evil, this is a good one to try. I tested it out. And with the bonuses from the Sorcerer class and the Blackguard, it makes a nice combination. So that's about it. I'm going to go over the spells really quick, and here we go. So I decided to spend some time on the spells again. This is just my suggestion and sometimes the order. Now, Ray of Frost, that's a good offensive one. Daze is really nice. Light's good. Resistance is really good. Then after that, you can get any others in any order. I'll give you a big hint. You'll definitely get them all. So just don't panic. Now, here's my suggestion for level 1 spells. Summon creature, you can always replace that by the better version of it. Or until you get later on some better ones, you get that out of the way. Magic Missile's great. Mage Armor, Protection from Alignment, and Identify. After that, you can pick anything else. Shield's a good one. And Magic Weapon spell, that's a nice one too. Now, for level 2, I'll do Summon Creature. From here on out, I'll just say Summon Creature. And the other ones, even though I don't have them listed. Ghostly Visage, which is good. Death Armor is really nice. Eagle Splinter, that's your charisma buff there. Indoor is a good elemental protection one. Darkness is a really nice one. So this way you cast that, you have a nice advantage like a little sneak attack. As for level 3, Haste is good until you get Boots of Speed, then get rid of that. Greater Magical Weapon's nice. Until you get something better, get rid of that. Keen Edge is good until you get a Keen Weapon, then get rid of that. Fireball's great. Vampiric Touch is good, and there's also other good level 3 ones too. So keep those in mind. As for level 4, I did was improve invisibility. That's good. Elemental Shield's really nice. And then I did toss up between Lesser Spell Breach, you get rid of buffs on foes, and Ice Storm. After that, you could do the other ones too. There's some decent level 4 ones too. So I haven't listed those, but those are good. Now, level 5 is next. Cloud Kill. After you get the summon ones, that's really nice. Yeah, if you especially level 10 Pellmaster, stand on that. Your foes would suffer. You won't. Lesser Mind Blank's good. Mistel's Acid Sheath is good. And Lesser Spell Mantle is a really good defensive spell. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about level 6 briefly. Bigotty's Forceful Hand. That's a good spell. Isaac's Greater Missile Storm is really good. True Seeing is really good. You're not going to see it in this video, but still get that on there as number 3. So this way you can see invisible enemies. Undeath to Death is a really good one. You can wipe out undead with that. If they fail their saves, yeah, you win the day. As for level 7, Delay Fireball and Finger of Death, you can do those two in either order. Those are fine. Shadow Shield's good. And Bigotty's Grasping Hand's pretty good too. So I'd probably say those 4 spells are the best one for this build. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the next one, which is level 8. And this is where it starts to shine. Greater Sanctuary, that is a good defensive spell. Cast that. Then you're ready to start your own attack. Mind Blank's good. Then you get rid of the lesser one. You put something better. Sunburst, great anti-undead spell. Incendiary Cloud's good. There's also some other good ones in the spells there. So we're going to go ahead and talk about my top 3 for this build. Time Stop, best one ever. Stop time, cast more spells, especially Delay Fireball. That's a nasty combination. Well, the Banshee, that's good. Any foes fail their saves, they die. And this Disjunction spell, get rid of buffs of foes. So that's about it for the spells for now. Just experiment. If you don't like my suggestions, do something different. So now in the next part of the video, I'm going to go ahead and level up from level 1 Sorcerer to level 12. Use my timestamps to help you all on that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the leveling procedure. Now we're going to go ahead and begin leveling our Sorcerer from level 1 through 12. That's the first step in this dark path. So we're going to go ahead and do the usual suspects. Concentration, heal, and of course spellcraft. Try to get some points of high. We can't yet. Same thing with persuasion. Now I decided to go for, let's see here, I think I remember right, the acid spell. Unfortunately nothing there. We'll leave that alone. You need to change your pet. Same thing with name. Go for that. Now we're at level 3 Sorcerer, obviously. Concentration, heal, and of course what we're going to try to do is let's go besides spell, the spell one, yeah, spellcraft, is put the points in the hide. Let's see if I can. Nope. We got 3 in there, so that is good. You put it in persuasion. Persuasion option. If you don't like it, put it in discipline. So now we're on our feats here. So let me go down the list and see if there's anything I could grab that's spell worthy or something else that's not. Let me look at this really quick. Nothing else there. And I am sure to just go ahead and grab power attack. That's one of the prerequisites for cleaves. So we'll be on our way with the feat and for the Blackguard. Now for level 1, what I did was at the time, let's see here, I think I did was mage armor. You could do magical weapon if you wanted to get a little bit more melee. Instead, I'm playing it as I'm playing a sorcerer from 1 through 12. So now I'm at level 4, so this is our first ability score. Charisma, put points into that. That's 100%, so no worries about that. Concentration, we're going to do heal, spellcraft, and if we can put points in the hide, we'll do that. If not, we'll leave it alone. I did electric jolt, and next one we'll get. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove summon creature 1 since that's our summon. And I'm going to go ahead and put the substitute in, which is protection from alignment. So if we're facing good guys, well, guess what? We'll pop that protection in. I'm doing summon creatures too, so this way will be our tanks. I don't want to use the familiar tank all the time. And besides, I'll just stand back and just pelt spells or use wand charges. So now it's the same deal with the skills, which is concentration, heal, spellcraft. And what we're going to try to do now is see if I can get number 4 and hide. Yep. And of course, like I always say, persuade. You can do that too. I'm playing as I'm playing the original campaign or the other 2 linked together. Shells of Earntime and Horse in the Underdark. So I decided to put identify for level 1. You pick any other ones if you want. And let me see where I picked. This is just like optional. Ghostly Vish. Yeah, this one, the ghost spell I was about to do. I could have done was flame weapon. That was a decent one too. Some sites did say I could just show you I could get rid of that the next level too. So if you make a mistake on a spell level, as long as it's not 40, you could just rectify that. I'll show you that in a few moments. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just do the sorcerer still, heal, and let's see what else. Yeah, spellcraft. And let me see here if I could do it. Yep, high rank 4. We're still at that. That's good. And let me go ahead and do empower spells. So this way our spells become a little bit more powerful if we empower them. That's good down the road later on. Flare, let's see what else. We'll get rid of the flame weapon. I just want to show you that. I'm going to go ahead and grab the ghostly one. That's a good one. Since it's level 3, let me grab real quick that summon creature one. Yeah, let me get rid of that one. I'm going to go ahead and do Mel's Acid Arrows. That's a nice one to do for offensive. But this build's a little bit more defensive at the start, so I did Death Armor instead. And I'm doing Summon Creature, the next one. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that too. This way we could summon a pet. That's a tank. Yeah, it's bait. We're calling it bait. That's a new term on this channel now. Instead of tank, we're calling them bait. So we're leveling up Sorcerer. We're halfway there on the Sorcerer set 1. So that's a good thing. Pick the usual suspects. Persuade, optional, put discipline into that. And that's a good setup. So we have hide at 5 now. So guess what? We don't have to put any more points in the hide. So we'll leave that alone. And let's see here. Level 1, what I did at the time was I could have done was magical weapons. That was a nice one. However, I decided to do endure elements. Those are that's a good one too. And shield, that's a nice one too. I could put shield there too if I needed to. So sleep's good too. So let's go do it this way. Could knock a foe to sleep. and just sneak attack later on. That's good. And level 2 spell level. Let me go ahead and check down the list. I'm just looking, and I could do is Eagle's Splendor. What that does is gives you 1d4 charisma. We always want some charisma bonuses, either spells, items, or potions. I could have done what for this level was a greater magic weapon. However, at the time I changed my mind. I did was haste instead. Now, once you get the boots of speed, get rid of haste. You don't need it because that's a good setup. And that should be it for level 6. Now we're getting to the upper 6 levels, so we're going to go ahead and pick Charisma. Yeah, we're going to do that. So next up is, let's see what I could grab really quick. Spellcraft. That's a good one. Persuade's optional, as I put that at 5 for now. And let's see, let's go ahead and get rid of summon creatures, and I'm going to go ahead and do Keen Edge. This way in case I need to go to melee, or I'll just buff one of my creatures up and put it in melee. Put that on them. And we'll put the summon there. So that's good. We're going to keep on leveling up our Sorcerer at this point. You could do is go a little bit more offensive. Like, for example, instead of Keen, put Fireball in. That's a nice one, too. And let's see what else I can do. I'm going to go ahead and grab the usual suspect for the skills. Now we're at the feat. We're going to go ahead and do Cleave. We might as well at level 9, because if I remember right, we won't get any more feats. So definitely want Cleave. So only thing we need to do now is get to level 12, because we got the hide and we got the feat for the Blackguard. So I did was, as I decided to do was Endurance. That's a good one. Also Endurance good too. And let's see what else I could grab really quick. Darkness. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll put that there. That's another one too if you want to do that. We got one spell. I'm going to decide to do is, let's see, where is it at? Fireball. Yep, we'll go a little bit more offensive. Yeah, see, Fireball is always nice in these types of games. AoE attack, boom. Burn up some, say, some nice goblins or orcs. So I'm going to go ahead and do Improve Invisibility, so this way I'll be a little more defensive. If you want to, put some more offensive into the level 4 spells if you want to. So we're still leveling up our Sorcerer. It's at level 10 now at this point. And the usual suspect on the skills, except for Hide, we got that done. Persuade, that's optional. Like I said, you always put that in Discipline. Now we got some spells, level 5, so we're going to go do get rid of Summon Creatures. And go ahead and look down our list. We could have done was Elemental Shield, that was a nice one. Or if you want more offensive, pick the Ice Storm one, that's good too. So we did was for now, since we're at level 5, we're going to go ahead and grab Summon Creature 5. That's going to be our tanky pet, or say bait. So we keep on leveling up. We're at level 11 if I remember right. Closing in on the level 12 for the Sorcerer. Spellcraft, same thing as the others for the skills, usual suspects. Just keep on doing that. Persuade's optional if you want to, leave it alone. And I'm just going to leave the rest of the points there. We'll save that for the Blackguard levels. So let's see here. Level 2, I could just do is Keen. I could do that spell. I think it was Darkness I did. And let's see, Keen Edge. Vampiric Touch, that's a good one too. It's a touch spell, but you could do is take some foes' hit points, which is really nice. You can't kill them, but then again, you just let your pets finish them off at this point, which is a nice setup. So what I did was for level 4 was, let's see here, try and grab that Ice Storm. Yeah, that's a good damaging spell there. Lesser Spell Breach, that's a good 1-2 to remove some buffs. So I decided to remove some buffs. So I'm going to go ahead and put Cloud Kill there. I dropped that down on a foe. And if certain hit dices they are, like for example, the low ones, they die instantly, which is really good. Now, it's pretty useful later on for the Pale Master when you get to that maxed out. You drop that down, you fight in it, and oh boy, the fun starts. So we got one more level of the Sorcerer, and that should do it. And we're going to do his Charisma, and we're at level 12. So that should be it for a while for the Sorcerer. So things will start to get a little tougher. So you just got to play a lot smarter than still spell your stuff, which is a good advice from me. I'm going to go ahead and see here. I could do is, let's see where it is at. Try to pick which one I want. See which one I am able to pick, by the way. I always want to check your, what do you call it? Your feats out, which one you could do now or later. Maximize spell, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll maximize our spells too in the maximize spell slots, which is really good. Now, for the next one, we're going to go ahead and get rid of summon creatures. We don't need that. And let me go ahead and see which is my options. There's so many decent options in this one. I'll just do is lesser mind lengths. This way, we'll get rid of those mind affecting spells and just do that for our character. And we'll just do summon creature 6 there. That's a good one. And now we'll do the Blackguard. Now, for the 4 next levels, we're going to come a Blackguard. So we're going to do concentration, heal. We cannot do spellcraft. We're going to just hold off on that for now. Persuade's optional. We'll put some points in that. We'll start putting points into discipline since that is now a class skill. So we'll take advantage of that. We'll get all the armor proficiencies, weapons except for exotics. So we'll keep on leveling up our Blackguard. Same thing with the skills. Now, remember, persuasion's optional. I always like to persuade my people into doing things my way, or else I'm going to threaten to kill them. Since I am evil, so just remember that for some of the campaigns. And we got some more Blackguard bonuses, so this is good. So, same thing, usual suspects. Now, for defeat, this is going to be very important once we get through the skill part. As for the feat, let me explain. Divine Shield. Your charisma bonuses will be added to the Divine Shields when that is used. Gives you more AC, more oomph, more goodness, or I should say, be more evil. So now we got Create Undead. So we could probably start using that or our Summon, depending on that. So we'll go ahead and just do Charisma. And now we're going to start our final path of the Blackguard, since we're level 4 now. So once we finish with that, that's it for the Blackguard. We're going to get Sneak Attack, which is a nice thing. So now next up is the Pale Master. Now we're at the Pale Master. So for the next 10 levels, we're going to start building up some more defensive stuff. So what I did was concentration, heal, spellcraft. We're going to get back into that shape. So this way we'll get that, topped out. So what we got was Bone Skin. In other words, we get bonus to AC. This is really good. So we're going to get a little bit on the front line. So we're still leveling up our Pale Master. And we concentration, heal. We're going to still try to do is get spellcraft to maxed out. Persuade's optional. Discipline if you want to. If you don't like Persuade. And we're just going to go ahead and class skill Persuade. And now, next up, we're going to do is, let's see where it's at. I'm trying to look for a certain feat here. So I'm just looking down the list. And I see it there. Toughness. We'll get some more hit points. We might as well go the defensive train. So we have 90. Now we have 114. This is a nice jump in hit points. So remember that. Also, what we got, besides the toughness, if I remember right, I thought I saw something else there. Maybe I was wrong, but still, hit points are nice. So we're doing Pale Master, doing concentration, heal, spellcraft, persuade's optional. If you don't like that, you can either try to do his cross-class discipline. If you cannot, oh well. We got dark vision, so since we're humans, this will work out for us until we, so this way we don't have to use ultra vision. It's a step down, but still I'll take it. Concentration, heal, spellcraft, usual suspects. So we're just going to keep on leveling up our Pale Master. We're at 4, so this is good. Summon Undead, so we can use that now too. And later on, it does get a little powerful, those summons, especially beyond 10. Yeah, check out my Pale Master build. So we're just going to keep on leveling up our character. We're at a halfway point, which is good. And now we got another feat. So we're out in the epics. I said I went a little bit more defensive too, I think. It was armor skin. Give me that 2 extra AC. This one give me more extra hit points, which is good. So we'll hit the OK, and voila. Now we're at the halfway point of the Pale Master. You're going to start seeing some serious results. Usual suspects for the skills. Persuade's optional. Put something else if you don't like that. Maybe try to put points in discipline. Undead Graft. So let me go ahead and grab that real quick. 2 times per day. Use the paralyzed foes. Now you have a skeleton arm. So that's the trade-off, everyone. If you're playing those RP servers, you better have something that will cover that, or else you might get attacked. For instance, the Ravenloft servers. So that's just my advice. We got tough as bones. And that right there gives you immunity to stun, hold, and paralyzation. That's really good. So we're doing Pale Master still. Charisma. Yeah, you heard me right. We're going to build more in that charisma. It'll give us a nice bonus, etc. Useful suspects for the skills. At this point, Persuade. I think we can't cross-class that anymore once we get back to the Sorcerer, but still that's pretty good enough there. So it's up to me if I decide I want to go there. Yeah, we'll just put some more points in there so we talk our way through. Now, next up, besides Undead Graft 2, let me check what I'm going to do. I think if I remember right, let's see here. I can't get any epic spells. Nope. One thing I could get really at this point was great charisma. Yeah, we'll add some more charisma. We got 22 charisma because we did that. So we're leveling up our Pale Master still. We're at level 9, so after this will be the last one. So let's see here. Usual suspects for the skills. Persuade's optional. And summon greater undead. That thing is really nice. Yeah, you got mummies and of course specter. Those are good. So we'll keep that in mind. Now we're at the final level of Pale Master. The bullseye I should call it. Or the happy feet I should really call it. Now we got Deathless Master and Death Master Touch. Touch spell is really good. Yeah, that does is it could kill someone, I think it was. Deathless Master, immune to critical hits. This is what you want. So now we'll go back into the Sorcerer. And let me see. We're going to go ahead and do the concentration heal. Spellcraft. If you want to stop there, I decide not to. Max that out. With the OK. And let's see what else I could grab in this pool here. Let me see. I don't think I could get any epic spells yet, unfortunately. My character is not 20 for the Sorcerer department. We got to do some serious catching up to do on that. Great news is later on you get the automatic still spells if you play your cards right. Instead, we're going for a great charisma. So now we're back into getting some spells. At this point, I decided to do let's see here. I could do the Black Tentacles. That was a good one. Instead, I decided to say, you know what? Instead of that, we'll go ahead and do Ice Storm. And instead of, let's see, for 5, let's see what else is next. I could do is, let's see where it's at. Yeah, we'll do that spell. We'll get rid of that. And let's see here. Yeah, I decided to get rid of summon ones for a few reasons. We're going to go ahead and use the Pale Master one since we're at 10. Biggerty's Forceful Hand's a good one. Isaac, Greater Missile Storm. We're going to start getting a little bit offensive since we're starting to have enough defense. And the Hellhound's a good one. And now we'll start resuming for the rest of this build, the Sorcerer. Now we're still leveling up the Sorcerer, so we're going to get some spell power definitely this time. So yeah, usual suspects, Persuade's optional, but I don't think you're getting Persuade. So I'll probably say at this point, start putting some cross-class skills into Discipline. So obviously I'm looking at some good stuff. I could do Delay Fireball or the Finger of Death. Either one of those are great to do. Finger of Death, Instant Death. I went for that size. I'm going full-blown evil at this point. At this point, I'm playing other people's modules, which is a good thing. Discipline, we'll do the usual suspects, heal, concentration, and of course, spellcraft. Yeah, we're going to might as well put a lot of points into that. And there you go. Let's see what else I could grab. I'm looking, and I could do is Cone of Cold. That's a good one too. That's a little bit offensive. And let's see what else I could do. Lesser Spell Mantle. That's good defensive. We'll grab that. Now, let's see here. I got Big Lee's Forceful Hand, Isaac's Missile Storm, and I can do your Greater Spell Breach. That's a good defensive one. Undeath to Death is a great one I decided to get. What happens is I cast out Undead, they fail, that's it. And let's see what else I could do. I could also do Lesser Spell Mantle. That's good. Now we're at the next one. This is going to be a no-brainer. I could do Shadow Shield, which gives a little bit more defense. We'll do that for now. I can switch that back out to Delay Fireball if I wanted to. Still, those 3 spells, Delay Fireball, Shadow Shield, and Finger of Death, those are really good spells in that level. So we're leveling up still the Sorcerer, which will be Concentration, Heal. Let's see what else. Spellcraft, we can't put any more points into Persuade. We'll do Discipline. So let's look on what I could do next. Since I'm level 18 Sorcerer, one thing I could really do is just Greater Charisma. We'll put that there. And now we're going ahead and pick our level, the next one. Let's see what else I could get. Level 8, I think it is. There's so many good ones. Well, I did was I decided to actually, I think remember right. I think I try and pick. There's so many good ones there. Horde Rithing, that's a good one. Sin Ray Cloud, that's a nice one. I think I did was Premonition's a good one. Mind Blank's a good one. That's a good defensive one. Instead, I did Greater Sanctuary. So we set up for that. I put Delay Fireball instead of Shadow Shield. I could get that back though. No worries. Next level should be skills. We'll just keep on doing that. Spellcraft. Let's see what else I could do. Yeah, by the way, that was level 16 last night, not 18. And let's look. Okay, we'll go ahead instead delay. Let's go back and put that Shadow Shield on there. Like I said, nice thing about Sorcerer is you could just switch them in and out in between level when you're leveling up, which is good. So I did Greater Sanctuary. I did Mind Blank, so we're going to get rid of the lesser one now. This one's a little bit more AoE. Great for our allies, though, so we'll toss that out. And I could have done was some other things. Let's see what else I could do. I'm trying to see here. I'll pick which one. I think I'm going to just do... Big of these is alright, though. You could do attack penalties on foes. Dismissal, get rid of their summons. That's a nice option. Energy buffer is a good one, too. I decided I went a little bit more offensive Cone of Cold. And I picked the same familiar. And there you go. Now we're still leveling up the Sorcerer at this point. Our spells are start to really add up. Well, besides our two other classes' defensive purposes, and also make the Blackguard bonuses since we got high charisma. So we're now at level 9. Time Stop. Yeah, you definitely want Time Stop. It's the best of level 9 spells. You cast that, and then you cast something like Delay Fireball, and that's all she wrote. We're still leveling up the Sorcerer. We're getting close to the Epic for Sorcerer. That means we get some Feats access, which is good. So, same thing with these skills at this point. Automatic Still Spell 1. So, our, what do you call it, 1 through 3 or 0 through 3 will be automatically still spells. This is good. So, we're wearing heavy armor, so that's great. So, no more shifting those, what do you call it, still spells. And let's see, I could do a Sin Ray Cloud. That's a good one. Sun, I did the Sun one, though, so this way it'd be anti-undead. Now, next one I did was Wail the Banshee. That's another good combination with Time Stop. So we'll do those two, hit the OK, and that's it. We keep on leveling up. We're going to be level 20 Sorcerers. And unfortunately, those feats will be a little bit scarce. However, as we go down the line, we'll pick those automatic still spells. So this one we picked was the Disjunction. This will remove protection from foes. And it does remove a lot. This is really nice. Definitely want that in case you're doing a caster versus caster battle. So now we're officially our epic sorcerers. So this is a really good thing. You should celebrate. So we're doing spellcraft. We're maxing it out. We're getting close to towards the 40, which is good though. So at this point, you just go over the spells you want to do. If you want to put True Seeing in there, go ahead and do so. That's a nice thing to do. And we're doing Charisma, so we'll pick that. Great news is I'll have 28 Charisma, which is a really nice thing. So we'll do Discipline. We'll just do all that. Automatic Still Spell 2, so 4 through 6 will be automatically Still Spells. So this is a good thing. So next time we get the third one, all of our spells we still spell. That means we will wear full plate armor, and that's when we have some serious fun with this game. So we go ahead and just hit those skills. Discipline will do. We'll definitely get that to 21. Automatic Still Spell 3. Yep. So 0 through 9 from here on out, you could wear plate. Don't have to still spell that stuff, and that's good. So once you get towards 40, you better check everything. Otherwise, yeah, that means one thing only. That's it. So go over everything at this point for your spells. You should know what works. You should know what not works. So just remember that. Same thing with your familiar. If you don't like the Hellhound, go ahead and pick the I one. So we're just going to keep on leveling up. And we're getting closer to 40. I should say last chance. So we got ourselves another feat. we're going to go ahead and grab Mummy Dust. This will be our pet from here on out. So you don't have to use the Pellmaster. You do not have to use the Blackguard. You're all set. And we'll pick the Hellhound. So we're going to do what I think it was one more time. And we're going to pick his Charisma. Now, we're going to be able to pick another epic spell. So this is your last chance to fill things out. So after Discipline, I think I did was his Open Locks. I think I did that. Let's see if I did that right. Got 10 points into that. Let's see if I can look for it. And where's it at? There you go. We'll get some lockpick in this character. It's not much, but still it's fine. And we're going to do his epic spell, Epic Warding. And with 28 Charisma, we are really powerhouses. And that should do it for this 1 through 40 build. So go over your spells for one last time. And if not, you're stuck with the spells you have. Same thing with the Familiar. And that's how you level 1 through 40. Our next demonstration will be items. Now, I'm going to give some sound advice about items and etc. Obviously, if you're going to go the potion route, definitely look for charisma ones. Some of the melee ones like strength, dexterity, constitution. Let's see here. I think it was bark skin. Those are other good potions. As for items, definitely look for keen weapons and boots of speed. Those are all good. Strength belt is good. Dexterity bracers are all good. Any other ones that'll give you AC is good. However, for items, the best thing you want to look for is charisma. More charisma you have on the item, more bonuses you get from the Blackguard levels, and especially on the Sorcerer levels. So that's my advice about the items, etc. Our next demonstration will be combat. Now, for the next portion of the video will be combat, already buff up like crazy. Now, for this combat, I could have done was just the old time stop plus delay fireball. Instead, I'm showing you how long I can last with all these buffs. Some of them are what we call Drow Mage would, you know, get rid of them. Now, here's the thing. I already got Greater Sanctuary, so I'm invisible. And I just did my first sneak attack on it, so already it's down to half health. Now, here's the thing. Our Mummy could do some nice damage, too. It took out one Drow. It's about to take out the other one. Now, I should have done was just cast Cloud Kill. That's a good combination. Drop Cloud Kill down while you're meleeing. You stand in it, especially with the 10 levels of Pellmaster, and you just wreck everything in sight. Now, I should have had was this Trucing. It would have made things a lot easier. And also, I have over 70 AC. Yep, over 70. So now I'm just decided, you know what, screw it. I'll just lay the thick of the Cloud Kill on there. I could just, like I said before, did was this time stop and delay fireball, but I'm demonstrating right now on these easy living foes that, yeah, I'm tanking on this one. We're about to finish her off. A few more hits from me and our Mummy Dust tanking pal. We'll own the day. Now, if you don't want to have any more experience loss, if you're leveling up to 40, yeah, don't summon it much unless it's tough encounters. If it's at 40, feel free to. So now we're going to do is Undead. So you see here, we don't have any of those melee feats. Here's the thing. You worry about Undead, you cannot get crit. They cannot get crit. Well, guess what? We're going to go ahead and just do the cheap method. We did was time stop. I'm going to go ahead and do delay fireball. Time stop. You could also do time stop on the living and the Banshee. Those are good combinations. You just keep on doing time stop like constantly. Delay fireball, you'll wreck everything. Now, a nice poster on the forum suggested this. Whoever you are, you're awesome. And you see how much devastation I did with those two combinations. Find whatever combinations you could do with spells. You can wreck everything. And you see, they're all gone, and time stop has not elapsed yet. I was trying to look for the waving goodbye. Instead, I'll bow to everyone. Once again, thanks for the suggestion of time stop and delay fireball, especially if you do multiple of those. It's really devastating. So my final advice is simple. You're going to start out well with the Sorcerer levels, midpoint until you get to the Pellmaster 10. Things might get tough. After that, your Sorcerer levels will pick you right up. You'll be taking the path of evil. It will not be easy. Still, it's rewarding at the end. Well, this is it for my Neverwinter Nights Pale Vile Wild Guardian build video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and do not forget to hit that notification bell to be updated on my videos and more. If you like more videos like I suggested, check out the one on the upper left, and on the bottom left if you like YouTube suggestion of my videos.